What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Yesterday, we did Champions League Round of 16 recap and quarterfinal preview. And now, we're moving on to the Europa League. Let's see how we did first with the predictions. So, in the Champions League, I went 5 out of 8. How did I do in the Europa League? I predicted Arsenal to go through. And they lost this game, but they still went through, which I get a point for that. Going through all the other ones here, let's start with Manchester United and Milan. Of course, I'm going to always predict Manchester United. They're my team, but since it is sometimes biased, I always give a reason for why my team could lose. And I did, but I always will predict Manchester United to go through, and they did, so I get that point. Dynamo Kiev versus Villarreal. Most people predicted Villarreal to be one of the best Ukrainian team right now in the world, and I did so predict that. I also get that right. Ajax Young Boys, they're going to get a fight, but I also predicted Ajax, so I got that one right. Slavia Prague versus Rangers. I mean, what did I say? People were saying Rangers were going to end Slavia Prague run, and I was like, no. Rangers won the league, guys. That's all they care about. And I said Slavia Prague would go through. Did they? Yes, they did. Let's go. Let's keep this going. I'm 5 out of 5. I'm 5 out of 5. Let's keep this going. Arsenal, we did. Granada versus Molde. You know what I said? I said Granada would go through. Was I right? Yes, I was. 6-4-6. Okay, Tottenham, you won 2-0 on the first leg. That's going to make me go 7 out of 7. Orsic? Are you kidding me? There goes my perfect predictions, but let's go. Spurs are out. I was so happy. I'm so happy that Spurs are out. It's so nice to make fun of these Spurs teams. 6-1, 6-1. It doesn't matter. You're out of the Europa League. Look at the table in the Premier League. Despite you beating us 6-1, look where you are in the table. Please take a look at where you are in the table. You're fighting to make the Europa League. You might not even get European competition, okay? And you win the Audi Cup and you think it's the Champions League or World Cup, okay? Okay? Please take a look at yourselves before you make fun of one result. One result out of 38 games in the Premier League. I'm just saying. There goes my perfect predictions, though. 6 out of 7. Roma Shakhtar. I predicted Shakhtar. 6 out of 8 on predictions. We take it. Europa League is definitely harder to predict with like different teams from different leagues. But I think a lot of people got this Tottenham one wrong. Molde Granada. Some people maybe chose Molde. And then the Rangers Slavia Prague. I'll take 6 out of 8, though. I don't know. For Champions League, I think 5 out of 8 is definitely average. For this Europa League, I'd say like 5.5 out of 8 is kind of average. So not slightly above average for the Europa League. But either way, quarterfinals. We had the draw happen yesterday. Well, actually, it would have been today, but I'm recording this right after I actually recorded the Champions League video, but I'm posting it a day after. And here are the draws. You have Arsenal versus the possible wonder story of Slavia Prague. Got Granada versus my team, Manchester United. And then you got Ajax, the leaders of the Netherlands for the longest time, versus Roma. And then you got Dynamo Zagreb versus Villarreal. And the nice thing about this that I heard about, I completely forgot. These 8 teams, guys, represent 6 different leagues. That's right. These 8 teams represent 6 different leagues. That's what I love about the Europa League. I hate it when, like, the quarterfinals has, like, 3 English teams, 2 Spanish teams, 2 Italian teams, and that's, and maybe some other team. There's 6 leagues here, which I love about the Europa League. You obviously got Arsenal and Manchester United from the same league, English Premier League. You got Villarreal and Granada, both from La Liga. But you got Roma representing Italy. You got Ajax representing the Netherlands, Zagreb, Dynamo Zagreb. You got the Croatian. I just wanted to make sure. I don't always get these right. Croatian, and then Slavia Prague is going to be, I believe, Czech Republic. Jeez, I don't even know. I'm sorry, guys. But we got England, we got Netherlands, we got Spain, we got Italy, we got Croatia, and we got the Czech Republic. Cool. That's cool. That's definitely, I like that. I like that. Now, I'm going to preview these ties, just like the Champions League. I'm not going to make predictions now, but I'm going to preview them. Arsenal, probably expected to be one of the favorites. Possibly, in some people's eyes, the favorites. They're definitely going to try to go for this. As we know, Premier League for them, getting top 6 is not guaranteed. And as we know, last year, they didn't even qualify for the Europa League in the Premier League, so they had to use the FA Cup. So if they want European competitions, and they're already out of every competition, except the Premier League and Europa League, they might have to use the Europa League as a way to get to the Champions League. Because I really don't see them getting top 6 in the Premier League. It's going to be hard, because you got City, United, Tottenham, I believe, is still ahead of them, Liverpool, Leicester, West Ham are doing well, Everton, got a lot of teams in there, and it's just going to be hard for Arsenal. I don't know for sure. I know that if you win the Europa League, you make the Champions League, but I don't know if you make it to the Europa League final. I don't know if you're guaranteed in the Europa League next year. So I don't know. But this is going to be an interesting one. Arsenal probably favorites, but Slavia Prague, hey, they're on a nice run. They beat Leicester, which was definitely a big upset. People expected Leicester to go far. I did not, because I think Leicester is just trying to prioritize the Premier League right now. And Slavia Prague beat Rangers, which I predicted, because I think the Rangers only care about the league, and they got that done after Celtic finally fumbled. So, yeah. Looking at this one, Arsenal favorites, but we'll see. We will see. Granada, Manchester United. As a Manchester United fan, I'm pretty happy with this draw. I think we deserved an easy draw. I don't like to always get easy draws, because then I don't like to be in, say, semifinals or quarterfinals of a competition because we got easy draws, but we deserve an easy draw. In the round of 32, we got Real Sociedad, which at the time of the draw, Real Sociedad were first or second in La Liga, and it was Real Sociedad, Arsenal, and Tottenham were probably the biggest teams for us to face at the time. Obviously, now Real Sociedad are definitely not even close to them because they're really slipping. But at the time, it was considered arguably the hardest draw United could have gotten. And then last round, same thing. AC Milan, Tottenham, Arsenal, once again, probably the biggest draws for United. And we got AC Milan. So we deserve a break. I wanted a break. I think Granada is probably the biggest break we could get. Maybe Dinamo Zagreb or Slavia Prague are considered worse on paper, but I think those teams are kind of on nice runs, so you don't want to interfere with that. I think Granada is definitely a good team to get. Manchester United, though, we cannot take that lightly. Granada have really asserted themselves as a good team in Spain. I think they're kind of like the Leicester City of the La Liga right now. They're trying to assert themselves as a top team. Leicester, I think, are trying to boot out Arsenal or Spurs. It's the big six. Granada are trying to assert themselves up there as well in the La Liga. Ajax Roma, that's going to be an interesting one. Ajax, as we know, just about always win the league this year, or win the league every year. This year it's definitely closer. Let's find an Eredivisie game, and let's go to the standings. And we see they're comfortably up. It's been slow for them, but now they're starting to comfortably pull away. So I think they can definitely focus on the Europa League. And they're against Roma, which Roma's got to focus on multiple things. They just lost to Parma as well. And looking at the standings, if Lazio win their game in hand, 1 point away from 7th, Roma's got to focus up in both competitions. So we'll see what Roma prioritize. I think they're going to prioritize the league, personally. And I think Ajax are going to obviously prioritize the Europa League, which will definitely make this tie interesting. But both teams got quality players all around. Ajax has Brian Brobby, who I'm actually using in a Road to Glory career mode right now, and he's a top scorer in the Premier League. But for Ajax right now in the Europa League, he's been a beast. I think this is going to be the most interesting tie, Ajax and Roma. And then you got Dinamo Zagreb versus Villarreal. I don't know how they're doing in their respective leagues. I believe Villarreal are close. Let's go by Cadiz. Let's see. Okay, Villarreal are 7th. So they were a bit away from. They're actually really far away from 4th. I think the top 4 in La Liga is basically settled. But Villarreal are close. They're very close to 5th, very close to 6th. But they're as close to 5th as they are to mid-table 9th and 10th. So Villarreal got to focus there to qualify for Europa League. But they could maybe use the Europa League as a way to get into the Champions League, but that's going to be hard. Dinamo Zagreb, as you know, they are winning their league as expected. It is close, though, but if they win their game in hand, it's 5 points clear. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how that tie plays out. This is just a quick preview and a quick recap of the round of 16, and the quarterfinals come in a while from now. As we know, all the ties are going to be played on Thursday, and then the quarterfinals are going to be right after that. And then it looks like there's a break. Yeah, the semifinals back-to-back, and then the long break until the final. But tell me, guys, in the comments, what do you think is the most interesting tie? What do you think is the least interesting tie? What tie would you watch? Because they all take place at the same time, so what would you watch? What do you think is the Cinderella team of this? I think Slavia Prague, or Dynamo Zagreb. I'm going to say this right now. Slavia Prague, or Dynamo Zagreb. One of those teams are making the semifinal. I don't know who, but I just feel like one of those teams are going to make it as that Cinderella team, that dark horse, into the semifinal. But tell me, guys, what you think in the comments for all of that stuff. That is going to be it for this video. Back-to-back content of UCL and UEL content. There's not going to be really much football or soccer content for a bit now. Because of international break, but throughout that I'm going to try to do FIFA content and Madden clips because I have a bunch saved up, and then along with streaming on Twitch if possible, but I am away from home, which is why, if you can tell, my mic is a little bit different. That's going to be it. As I said, subscribe if you like the content, like the video if you liked it, because that is what it's for, and I'll see you guys on that next video. Bye-bye. Okay, Manchester United. Last year, 3 semifinals lost. This year, you've already lost a semifinal. This is the year to beat Granada and then get over that semifinal. Because if you don't, I will be mad.